3, 2, 1, and the countdown's done, Joe. It's okay, you can now take a photo. And Jhmeid, let go of your pizza. Pineapple filled only if you can't see us. Sandy's just smiling and giggling, always listening so she can understand everything. This is the team that has your back when everything's whack. Yo, they'll make you laugh, join in the friendship, the community of fun, and learn something cool so you can be the one. Now wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. You filthy animals, filthy animals. It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?
Hello, social and distancing show people.
Good evening, Suds.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
How's it going, everybody?
It's going. Thanks for being on tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so wait, there's a time difference here. You're
is.
actually on you're early. You still have the sun out, right? Do we have the sun
The
out?
sun's still out. It's gorgeous.
I ain't got the sun out.
Beautiful evening.
Is it? What's your temperature right now?
Oh, that's a great question. It's probably, let me double check here.
Give us a quick forecast, please.
Oh my God, it's freezing over here. It's 65 degrees.
Oh, it was 100 in hell today.
Oh my
It
God.
was awful. We're getting like summer temps already, and I'm not ready for this. Which also lets me know that I need to be a good person in life and not go to hell, because I cannot and I will not. I can't handle it. It's so hot.
Oh my God, I remember that heat. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas. I remember. I was a
But
mailman.
Tony, y'all's was humid. We're a dry heat.
That's right. We were sticky icky.
Yeah, and we're dry. It's a different kind of heat, and it hits different, honestly.
Okay, so I am being quiet, guys, because there is one thing I have been waiting to talk to Tony about since I saw him, and he was actually over on Jason's show. And Jason, who you guys remember, he's the guy who runs Flows for You.
Yes.
And he's the one who actually did our intro, that intro we just played, right?
Yes.
I looked at Tony and I thought, dear God, this man is so familiar. And I told myself, and do you remember Jason even asking you, Tony? He was like, I feel like I know this guy from somewhere.
Yeah.
And Jason we were both commenting, was like, man, he just looks so familiar. So it didn't hit me until after I was booking him and I was going to his Instagram. And let me just show you a couple of photos here that just really, let me just show you. Okay.
Are you a photographer, Tony?
Yeah, I do photography and filmmaking.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, really nice. I'm echoing Jamie.
That means the volume's too high on your side. And
No,
it's
that
picking
means
up
you were
on
playing it.
Playing it.
That means I could hear myself in your background or something. Look, while you pull that up, CPJ says, yes, West Texas will make you consider your walk with the Lord daily. I mean, it will, CPJ, it will.
Now, bear with me here because I'm trying to find the right thing that'll make sense here, which I think I just did.
Like, you need to hurry because I want to ask all these questions.
I know, but okay. Here we go.
Look at Sean coming in with his heat.
Okay, so I looked at Tony and I thought to myself, now this man looks so familiar, right? And I went to his Instagram and I thought, geez, everyone needs to see the Instagram photos that I'm looking at here. So I'm going to share with y'all what it looks like.
I know, like the suspense is killing me.
There we go. Where'd the freaking screen go? It disappeared on my side. There we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Oh,
look at this guy.
Shoot.
Right? I wish I could look that good when I'm making a silly picture like that, but I can't. But look at this stud in here, just ripping it out and trying to be like, ugh. Okay? But that's not the picture. I just
going.
Look at that.
Skinny.
I want to hear the story behind this later, Tony, okay? But that's not it. So I look at this serious man right here.
Now.
That's a serious man, right? He's on a mission. He's He's secure. Man.
Hey, all I know is he's a Crip. Okay, with that blue.
Blue LA hat with that blue
The
bandana.
Dodgers and a
He
blue
has to
bandana.
have. You have to have a crip walk with us with that
See,
get up.
walk on out here.
And then look at this one.
Why are you all snazzy? Look at you.
Right.
Some of my photos were in a gallery, so that was me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you though. So I looked at those and I thought, oh my gosh, this man. I think he's either a reincarnation or he's someone else. So I started looking. I was like, he looks, and I don't know if you've heard this, Tony. You look like an Egyptian superstar that I know.
Oh, no, I never heard that.
You haven't. So
You better not call Tony a mummy.
I looked up. I was like, the Mummy.
Stop it.
I was like, look at this. Oded Fur is who Tony looked like. I thought. I was like, holy snap.
Hold on. We found another. He has another doppelganger because CPJ is saying Kelly Raspberry's husband.
CPJ, send us a link real quick. If you can find us a link, we'll pull it up because I thought that's how you looked like at first, Tony. And then I started looking at you side by side, and I thought there's some similarities there, but it doesn't end there.
This guy does look familiar.
So then I was like, no, it's the other guy in the Mummy.
Stop it.
It's Arnold Vosloo. Tony, you look just like this man instead.
Tilt to the side, Tony, like he is.
Do a
pensive. That you overcocked it, Tony.
Have you ever been told that, Tony?
No, I haven't been told that.
Do you know who Arnold Vosloo is?
I do know who he is. He shaves his head.
He was on 24,
yeah.
Right? He was the bad guy on 24. But he was awesome in that. He was in The Mummy. That's him. He did great in there.
Yeah,
and he's been in a few other things.
Both good-looking men.
I agree.
All three of you are good-looking men. But I thought, geez, I think that's why I thought you looked so stinking familiar.
CPJ says, "Hey, Tony Fly Guy, I'm married, but hey." Joanne says she tries to walk with the Lord daily, but she gets derailed. Preach, girl, preach.
Let me look up. I think I got something just a second ago that might have been.
CPJ sent you that link.
Okay, she did. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Y'all keep talking real quick, so there's no dead
Okay.
end. Let me pull it up.
So, Tony, who do you normally get told that you look at?
I've been told several things. A couple of them I don't like.
Oh, start with those.
I'm gonna say those here. But I've been told several things. When I was younger and more fit, I got Enrique Iglesias once.
Oh, that's good because Enrique Iglesias was the love of my life when I was 16.
Yeah,
that was just yesterday.
Here's the guy that CPJ thinks you look like, Tony.
Hey,
you should know Kid Craddock in the morning.
Yeah,
Tony. So that's Kelly's husband, Alan.
Wow.
I admit I didn't know that's what he looked like at all. Mm-hmm. Is that Kelly on his shoulder? On his arm?
Possibly. I can't remember what he said that was for, but he loves tattoos. Do you have tattoos, Tony?
I do have tattoos. I have a few. Okay. I have 8 total.
Nice. I only have 13 and I want more. Yeah. I'm running out of space.
You only have 13.
Only.
You need more.
What are they of, Tony?
I have, you guys will appreciate this one. This is a old vintage.
Oh, I love that style. Yes, vintage.
Spurs logo there.
Oh, get out of here. Look at that.
Spurs.
I got Kill Is Love on my arm. 2 samurai
Kill
swords.
is love. What is that? Was that a lyric?
No. It's from the Japanese movie version. The Japanese movie poster for Kill Bill.
Oh, okay.
Then I got a couple things, 2 on each arm here, 2 on my shoulder, or 2 on my back over here. Yeah, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah.
Cool.
Man, okay. Okay, so that is amazing. So do you feel like
why is just Tony on the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I guess
Um,
the social untoning show.
Yeah.
So do you feel like the people that we compared you to, at least, do you feel like that was probably not on the mark, or do you feel like
No, they're successful, good-looking men, so I'll take it.
okay, good. Because that's I swear, when I saw your face on Jason's show, I just thought, holy jeez. So on the YouTube, you can see the clip before it plays, so you don't hear it. And I was looking, I was like, who the heck? And I was like, Tony Lugo. I was like, so yeah, sad and happy you are not who you. So
Look at Chon. Chon said he's a Bulls fan for life.
Uh-oh.
come on, John, come on.
I got to see Spurs Bulls when I was younger, Michael Jordan,
Did
You
you
did?
really?
at the Alamo Dome.
Whoa.
Nice. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. So we've spent a good time just kind of hanging out and talking, but I do want to give everyone kind of a clue into who Tony is and what we brought him on. So Tony, if you could kind of sum up for us just a little bit in a nice little package who you are and what you do, and that way we can kind of get to know you better. But give us a little glimpse first into you, please.
For sure. I'm Tony Lugo. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas. I moved out to Los Angeles to pursue filmmaking a few years ago, over a decade now at this point. I make short films, documentaries, music videos, and I've worked behind the scenes on several films and TV shows. I started in the music video world. I got out of there and started crewing up on films, and I worked on shows like Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I worked with Missy Elliott on a music video. I worked with several major singers and hip hop artists, R&B artists.
You sound like a big shot, Tony.
No, I'm not that big.
I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm just calling it like I see it. So for our audience out there, I didn't bring Tony on for any of this stuff, and in fact, I didn't know any of this.
I was not prepared for this, Tony. He just said comic books, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be boring. I'm embarrassed, and I did not dress up to be in front of someone that is successful.
Why both y'all weren't wearing an evening gown and
exactly. Where's my Met Gala outfit? Oh my god!
I do feel a little bit bad.
Parties out here. You guys are over here in bedrooms.
Yeah, you see, we wouldn't survive very well in LA.
This is a green screen. Green screen.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you real quick. Tony was on Jason's show, and I was listening, and like I said, though,
no, you weren't. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you were not listening.
Usually I do, but Eden was telling me about her horseback. She was like, "Daddy, I jumped." I was like, "Oh, that's great," because she has never jumped without falling off, and so she jumped and she stayed on, and she was like, "I went up 2 feet," and I was like, "What?"
You should have said, but yes, Tony's on the show.
So the whole time I could hear Tony and then talking in the background, and then somehow over Jason's show they do that quiz, right? And then comic books came up, and I was like, huh? So then I started saying, Tony, who do you like more, this or that? So I started geeking out a little bit. I was like, dude, I gotta have you on my show. Anyone who knows comic books like that, I need to have them on my show. So I was like, anything else on top of that is just the cherry, but that is the crux of why I'm bringing him on tonight. And now I'm just learning with everyone else what he's done, and I'm kind of like, I'm still more impressed by the X-Men stuff, though. I'm just playing.
Tony, I'm seriously like, I just got done with the workout. That's why I just came in here all sweaty. Now I'm embarrassed. Let's just go ahead and reschedule.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to, because I know, Tony, you have. I want to get to that stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But I want to do what I want to do first. Okay.
No, man. That's what
thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. I appreciate it.
So, can I say that?
Yeah. But you are our guest. But it wouldn't be our show if we didn't highlight the things that our guests have done and, connect with them on that sense. So with that, I wanted to share. I do this thing at the beginning of the show that I started doing pretty recently, like the last couple months, where I share some new comic books that I've gotten. I love comics. I love for the art and the artists, the writing and everything. And then when I learned that your favorite thing is the mutants in Marvel and the comics, I was like, well, I got to bring out some of the mutant books to relate with you so I can show you, so I can flex a little. And then I want you to show off some of your books if that's okay. So if that's okay, cool. So let me show you what, and I don't know if you can see in the background there.
I'm sorry, Jhmeid. Tony, did you finish telling us what all you were about? Because I think he really didn't allow you to finish.
Where did I leave off?
Yeah.
You were talking about Missy Elliott bringing your milkshake to her yard. That's the last thing I heard.
I mean, I've worked with several. I feel like most of them I didn't even know who they were until I would go back and watch the video that we worked on, and it would have like several million views on YouTube, and I would go, "Oh, I guess they were somebody." But I
feel like that sets you apart from people, like not being all over famous. Oh, it was earlier in your career.
Yeah. Well, I still probably wouldn't know who they were anyway, but because my thing was cinema. I loved cinema. So I mean, if they were
cinema
directors and actors, I would know who they were, and I would be excited to work with them. I'd still be professional, but the musicians, a lot of these people were. I knew who the Missy Elliott's and the Mariah Careys were, but I didn't know who all these. I still don't know some of their names.
What, Nickelback? Are you familiar with Nickelback?
They're like one of the greats, okay? Tony,
Lumberjack rock is where it's
I have a funny Mike, the bassist from Nickelback. I have a funny story from him.
Okay.
What? Go for it.
So he and I work out at the same private gym, and this is just to go on like the humility of the guy. I had this thick beard once. I have all the time, but he would comment on it. Hey, Tony, how's it going? Blah 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 blah. Then one day I trimmed it, and he comes up to me and starts talking to me about my trim beard, and he starts asking what I'm doing, and so we're just chatting along, and he goes, conversation goes back to him, and he goes, yeah, I do this and this, and I'm a bassist for this band called Nickelback, and I thought it was funny, like how he had to explain.
Just threw that out there, Nickelback.
Yeah.
I love it.
In case you haven't heard of them, it's this band called Nickelback.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. They're a really big deal, everyone. If you haven't listened to them, you're living under a rock. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. I was sharing our broadcast because I have a buddy who works in film also, and he's at Martha's Vineyard this weekend, this week. He finishes up on Friday, but. When you said cinema, it made me think. I was like, "Oh, I gotta tell him so he can come watch. Maybe I'll work together, or at least knowing he's probably heard of you or something."
We should tap the Hamels. Tony, so did you go to school while you were at UT to do all this stuff, or like how did you get started?
So I went to ACC for a while. I was on that VA. What do you call it? The VA loan. What do you call it?
The GI.
Montgomery GI Bill. Yeah. So I took my time going to school.
That's right. You're a veteran also, right?
Yeah. I served in the Marine Corps.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for
my
your
father
service.
was in the Marine Corps.
Thanks to your father.
Thanks to you. I didn't go there. Y'all the man.
I took some acting and writing classes at ACC. Wasn't really feeling acting, but then I got this job as an extra on this film called The Alamo, and we went and they dressed us up in like
in 2003.
Yeah, it was 2003.
Eric and I went on a date to watch that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so funny. He wanted me to remember the Alamo because Eric's white.
Did y'all visit the basement?
Yeah, I saw someone's bike in the basement of the Alamo.
It was Santa Ana's.
Yeah,
Fun fact. Santa Ana's bicycle.
Yeah.
He just left
Oh
it there.
my gosh, guys. Tony, you're really trying to make some fools fall in love with you here tonight, because that was a good one, man.
What, the Alamo?
The seeing that bike down there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that actually very much. Sandy, there's a joke layered in there.
Oh,
A big
yeah.
joke. So
okay. I don't
the,
get it.
the Alamo doesn't have a basement. But there was a premise for a movie called Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where he was told that his bike was stolen was put in the basement of the Alamo. And so when he shows up to the Alamo and he's like, "Can we just go to the basement?" They all start laughing at him because they're like, "Silly, there's no basement in the Alamo."
But there is, actually.
Right.
There is a basement.
Right.
There is.
All right, let's see.
Continue on. So you got your GI Bill.
No.
You didn't like acting.
Yeah, but I stuck with it long enough to discover this. When I was on the Alamo, they recreated the entire city of San Antonio. We were head to toe in Mexican soldier garb from like the 1860s. And I remember they bussed us to set. And as soon as we got off the bus, there was like this farm in the corner of the town. And just the amount of detail that was put into the farm. And it was so far away from like where the Alamo was and where the church in the middle of town was. But you knew it was never going to be on camera. But just the amount of detail that went into it made me fall in love with being behind the camera. And
So that's like cinematography type stuff, right?
Cinematography, production design, that type of stuff. Those two things. The actual making of the farm would be art department.
Really?
Set design, yeah.
So I have a respect for that, man, because like wasn't a huge Harry Potter fan, but went to watch it because it was what was hot, right? And the last two movies, phenomenal. You know, shots of the lands behind them and everything, the rivers, the lakes, the plains, the trees, all that stuff was just gorgeous, right? Same for things like Lord of the Rings. You really get to. I like the outdoorsy stuff when it comes to cinematography or art. I guess cinema art, however you want to say that. And I'm excited for the new Lord of the Rings coming out on Amazon to see if they've got any more of that kind of those shots in there as well.
Right.
I'm excited too.
It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah. So did you have I want to real quick. Let me just ask: do you have a favorite? Was there something that inspired you past the Alamo? You know what I mean? Like when you saw something visually, whether it be in real life you saw and you're like, I want to capture that on camera, or whether you saw a movie and you thought, I'd love to, you know what I mean? Like it cemented your desire to want to do it more.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this is around the same year I saw the first Kill Bill in the movie theater, and it just blew my mind how fun just that experience was. Just I've seen great cinema before, and great cinema since, but something about watching that first Kill Bill in the movie theater was just mind-blowing. Like the things Quentin Tarantino was doing with the film, and all the throwbacks and things that you never thought were like, he broke rules that we didn't even think people would ever
get away with.
Yeah, get away with. Like he did things we didn't even think were possible, but he just did them.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I loved one of my favorite aspects of the like top two favorite aspects from Kill Bill was the storytelling, right? The way he would just jump around. It didn't follow that. And there's a term for it. I can't remember it, but there's a term whenever you have a story in cinema, whether it be animation or real life, however you want to say that, where the chronological order is out of order.
It's called ADHD.
Wait, what?
ADHD.
Non-HD. Is that what you said?
I said no. It's called ADHD.
It's non-linear.
Non-linear. Okay. So that's what I you don't realize when you're watching it until a little later, and you're like, well, wait. And then the longer time goes by, it's pretty genius, right? It really is amazing.
So well, he pulls it off so
yeah.
Great.
And then the second thing would be her jumpsuit at the end, when she fights Orenishi, right? Like that jumpsuit, like you just never would have thought anyone but Bruce Lee would have pulled that off, but she did freaking amazing in it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's a good.
That film is filled with homages like that, and some of them are so so obvious, like the jumpsuit, and some of them are very discreet. You know.
Yeah.
And just the way he paid love.
The music.
Love. Yeah, music.
Quentin Tarantino's brain blows
everyone's mind.
My wife does love his movies. He is definitely, if not the top, definitely like top 5 favorite directors. And whenever he has a movie that comes out, she's usually like,
I really love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen that one yet.
No.
Did he do Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
No, that was Robert Rodriguez.
That's right. I did love that one. So, Sandy, any of these movies on your radar? Sandy doesn't watch a lot of movies until recently. She started watching a lot more movies, actually.
Oh, good
for her. But any of these movies on your radar, Sandy? Have you been on your list?
No.
So I would recommend, like what Tony's talking about, I would recommend Kill Bill.
I watched a true crime about killing Bill. It's a true story.
What are some movies you guys enjoy?
I just recently watched
Sandy.
the new Doctor Strange.
Oh, is it good?
I enjoyed it. I watched Morbius.
Is that one good?
I like
fine. It was good. It was
Yeah.
an ugly little bat. Yeah, it did get a lot of hate. And then I watched The Batman, and I was not a fan of Robert Pattinson, emo Batman. That was awful. Yeah. We could have done better.
Right.
She did, at the behest of the show, asking her for a long time, Tony.
For a year
to watch Shawshank Redemption. She finally caught it.
Just early this year, I finally watched Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, it's an incredible film.
Very great.
Totally agree.
It's good.
I think for me, movies, there's so many to list. I will tell you that one of my greatest all-time favorite movies, comedy, is
Ferris Bueller.
Not Once. I got me, my brain's on. It is Coming to America.
Oh, great. That's a great
That movie is probably the number one most quoted movie in my vernacular. And so freaking hilarious. Every time it comes on, I got to watch it. I just laugh my head off every time.
I end up quoting from Big Lebowski randomly.
Really?
Not even thinking I'm going to do it. It just happens.
It just rolls off, right? When you love a movie that much, like all of it becomes part of your thinking, of your everyday words. You know, even the music that comes on the movie, you find yourself like, yeah, I want to listen to this. This is great.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Same way for The Fifth Element. Fifth Element is also up there.
That was awful.
Really?
Yes, I watched that one. Oh, that was awful.
I love that one. And I love the music. I have the soundtrack on Spotify. I have to listen to some of that music at least once every week.
Uh-oh.
CPJ says, trust us with Kill Bill and Gone Girl. I believe I've watched Gone Girl. That was with Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've watched that.
Yeah, so tell me, what was one of the first, it's careful because I don't want to do one of the ones that you just got into. I want to do one of the ones that was what meant a lot to you. So I think you said cinema was where your heart really started to connect with or wanted to do versus like the music videos and documentaries maybe, or I don't know if documentaries fall into cinema. So tell us a little bit about what was your first, what passion project, maybe that's a good one. Tell us about what was one of your first passion projects in cinema.
Well, I mean, in film school, you get to do your own thesis film, and those were great learning experiences. I mean, you go back and watch them and you're watching a student film, and you sometimes cringe, but it's also, you go back to the memories of thinking you're being like Stanley Kubrick or something like that, but it's so a lot of my early memories are of going to the movies. Like I remember watching E.T. in the movie theater. I used to I hope my mom's not listening, but I used to skip school. I would catch senioritis, and then I wouldn't go to parties. I'd go to the movie theater and watch movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you miss going? Have you missed going to the movies these last few years, or has that been something that you've been
No, I have.
able to enjoy?
I have missed going to the movie theater. It was so that they finally opened it, last year, and the first movie I saw back was Mortal Kombat.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one. Then
Did you like it? I hadn't seen it yet.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Did you like the first one? The very first one back in 92?
It's like 95 or something like that.
Oh, 95. Okay.
That one I did watch.
Yeah, that
You
one.
did, Sandy?
I mean, yeah, I was a teenager when I saw it. I loved it.
So would you say it was as good? Same feeling kind of stuff? Or
It was. If you're a fan of the game, you should watch it.
okay. All right.
I mean, so
Just curious.
They stay true to some of the fatalities, and so that's good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that Nobody film, that was the second film I saw after.
That's the one with the guy who's on Better Call Saul, right?
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
And I saw that one, Tony, and I thought this was way better than it should have been.
Yeah.
I could not believe. I really enjoyed that. Huh?
Can you guys hear the helicopters flying around?
I hear a noise, but I wasn't sure that it was the helicopter.
No. Yeah, I'm with Sandy. Like I hear the dogs barking, but I think that's Sandy's.
That's my dogs.
No, not hearing a helicopter.
They're flying around a little bit.
They're looking for you, Tony.
I have family.
They see you on this show.
East Los.
There's somewhere we pinpointed a.
They come because they need you to work on a project for them.
Right.
Y'all guys can have them after we're done with them here, okay? Let's calm down now.
It's his ride, and we're keeping him. My goodness.
So I had this image, Tony, and help me if I got this right. I'm a big fan of B movies, okay? Unapologetically, really enjoy them. They're corny, they're whatever you want to say, but I love a great monster B movie, especially, right? Yeah. So Titan Boa, Titan Shark, whatever, I dig that. I'm okay with that. I whatever, So I wonder, are those movies your thesis, your college thesis? Are B movies college students' theses?
No, those are legit filmmakers making films.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if that was that's how they keep making them, was through the film schools making them.
I mean, the thing is those budgets aren't very big. Someone asked a question where I went to film school.
Yes.
I went to the Los Angeles Film School, and then I went to UCLA for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the thing with those films, why they look the way they look, is the budget is so low, and they shoot.
It really is.
They shoot a feator film in like 7 days, 9 days, something like that.
Yeah.
We hear sirens now, Tony.
Can I close these doors? Because I got both my front door and my back door open.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We can hear it. So if they come for you and we see you moving real quick, we're going to be like, we don't know what happened just now, guys. So, okay. Here's the thing that gets me, Tony. I got to be honest. Let me just be frank. There seems to be something special about you because...
They are coming for me.
They are.
I feel like there's something special about you, right? Because there's a lot of people who have thoughts about wanting to do something, and then there's people who actually do those things. And you, without a doubt, are a man who did it, who wanted to do it, and so went after it. What was that, the catalyst? What was that thing that kind of took you one step closer, you feel like when you look back, can you see a moment in your past where you were like, it was this moment where I knew I needed to make that uncomfortable step or whatever you want to say that pushed you more? Or do you feel like that was that? How did...
I was always very uncomfortable at home as a teenager, just because I was a tall, quiet kid, and that made me an easy target for bullying. And I think realizing that, I don't know if I realized this at a younger age, but just realizing that everyone kind of flocks to these areas if they want to do something. Like, they'll go to Milan for fashion or something like that. And I knew LA was the place for movies. I knew it was the gold was in the hills over here. And I guess I realized this today. I was writing about this today. When I was at Austin Community College, I had an acting teacher tell me I was never gonna make it in the industry in front of the entire class.
Oh, that mofo.
Yeah. I thought about it yesterday and I wrote it down today because I journal every day. And I'm willing to bet that he said that in front of the whole class. I'm willing to bet my life that I'm the only person from that class that's working in the film industry today.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like he told you that?
Oh my God, he came in I remember that day very vividly. He came in with like he was on one as far as like being in a down mood. Maybe it was a midlife crisis for him. I don't know. But he was just rambling on about how everyone's not working hard enough or something like that. And I'm the only one that raised my hand and said, what's the point of all this? Why are you telling us all this? And he looks at me and goes, you sure you can handle the truth? I said, just say something. And he goes, well, you guys are never going to work in the industry. And yeah.
Freaking jerk.
I know. But you know what? You know what, Tony?
What?
I'm glad he said that to you because look where you're at now.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm not even where I'm supposed to end up.
Exactly.
You're like, you're right.
Right. So have you thought, I'm going back to bullying for just a second. Have you thought about doing something with your platform on bullying since you said you kind of were bullied? Or is that just like overdone?
It really crossed my mind. It's not really crossed my mind.
Can I ask you something that kind of pivots same thing? Then do you have an opinion on? No, I'm not gonna ask. Never mind. I won't ask. I'm so sorry I even did that whole thing. I'll bring it up in the after show, Sandy.
You have an opinion on that.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion on why you feel that way?
I'm so sorry.
My opinion is like, what the hell? You know? Why? How the audacity? That's my opinion.
Right?
That's the second time I've heard that word today.
Audacity is on sale. So CPJ says, I look the way I look because my budget is so low. Same. We're not ugly. We're just poor.
Yeah.
No ugly person so far.
Yeah. Just happy mistakes.
Just the poor people. So CPJ says, I just had a convo with my nephew today. Set a goal. What will it take for you to get there? Are you making steps to make that happen? Are you the hardest working one in the room? If you aren't running and fighting for your own dreams like a lion, then it won't happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome, CPJ.
You know,
good for you for being that.
And in line with that, and kind of what you were talking about, Tony, I feel like a common denominator that I see about people who maybe become successful or gain the dream that they want to, it seems like they put themselves in a situation that makes them uncomfortable or maybe puts them in a fish out of water. Like, I think for you, like what I'm picking up on your story so far is like one of those defining moments, not just that the teacher talked to you like that, but that you actually made the decision to move out to an area that, I mean, did you have family in LA, for example?
No, I don't have any family out here.
So friends, or was it just like, I'm just going to move out there? And
I came all alone, and the friends I have now are the friends that I've either worked with in the past or friends I had in film school.
Is Johnny Depp one of your friends by any chance?
Oh, he's my bestie.
Tony, was your family like super supportive of you with your ambitions and goals? Were they like, good luck or?
They were both, because my mom's Mexican and my dad's Puerto Rican, and they're both very blue collar. Like they had careers at the post office, so it was both. They were both very supportive because they grew up poor, and both of them working at the post office, they were able to provide a decent life for us. Mm-hmm. So I think I think because they grew up poor, they wanted me to pursue my dreams. And I think there was also that blue collar work ethic thing that's like, but what are you going to do if things don't work out, or what are you going to do while you're waiting for things to work out? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I got a lot from them, and the thing that's tough about chasing your dreams or chasing goals, if the more outrageous they seem, the less people get it, the less people understand what you're going to go through or what you're willing to go through to do something about it. You know, that's just kind of, if I had any advice for people, it would be A, to work hard, and B, to like understand that a lot of people, maybe most if not all, are not going to get or understand where you're coming from, and you have to believe firmly that you can do it, or that you want, even that you want to do it, because if you believe that you don't want to do it, then why don't do it?
Why bother?
Yeah.
And it's like saying, like, people who start hating on you, then it's going to be easy for you to fall when they try to come in and knock you down on that.
Absolutely. I mean, I had friends, like I had a friend's mom before I left. She was like, "Really? Are you sure you want to do this? It's you we're talking about, of all people." I had a friend tell me once, like, it's time for you to like give up the pipe dream. And, you know, these are all people that, you know, today they're saying things like, "We always believed in you," and can I have some advice?
Tony, I believed in you the first moment I met you.
Right.
I was an Egyptian mummy man.
Right. That peddled comic books.
Look, can I just say, you know, I really thought you were an awesome guy based solely on your comic books, okay? Based solely on your comic book choices. I thought you were fantastic, okay? So hearing all this other stuff, I'm like, holy jeez, I really was not prepared to talk to this caliber of a guy. And I usually do my homework, Tony. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry about that.
So
Yeah.
CPJ says, yes, we are allowed seasons of rest. God gave us permission on the seventh day. But if you're dancing outside of your comfort zone, well, see ya 9 to 5, buddy. There you go.
Okay.
You have to keep your mindset strong. That is tough. What do you do daily to keep your mindset strong?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Hi, Gabriel.
Hey, Gabriel.
There's a lot that you have to keep in mind. I mean, because it's so easy to fall off any path you decide to go on. Any path, whether that's what I did, or if you want to be a manager at your grocery store, you know. I like to stay organized by keeping a monthly planner, and I write down goals that I would like to do, and then I journal. But that's something my therapist told me to do, was journal, and I've journaled ever since she told me, and it's been helpful.
Really?
Since. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, some journal entries are just ideas and thoughts for other stories, and other journal entries are like, you know, talking about things that just get brought up, you know, just repressed memories or something, you know.
My wife's a therapist.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's got.
But Jamie doesn't journal.
I don't journal. I'm a therapist by proxy. I keep telling people.
Right.
I'm not one. I don't have my PhD, but my wife has had her PhDs for the last 16 years.
He's such a good therapist that you thought I was just a comic book guy. That was a.
It's all of his intuition.
I'm a good judge of character for the most part. For the most part.
For the most
Those
part.
eyebrows down, Sandy.
Okay. Yes.
Tony,
Yeah.
let's take a break real quick. Let's take a break from the movie stuff, because the time's going to end, because I have other questions I want to make sure to get to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to be like, I want to see some comic books here, man.
All right.
Okay?
Cool.
I want to see some comic books. So, Sandy, ask some questions if you want.
Okay.
Let's do one for one, Tony.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sandy. Go ahead.
Jason said she is very fancy. And Gabriel says, I do lots of journaling myself, and either listening to audiobooks or reading that helps keep me grounded and growing internally. Awesome, Gabe.
That's awesome. All right,
Throw
you want
some
to go
titles
first?
in there.
Sure.
Okay,
So
you go first.
probably- So I told you, I don't know if I said this on or off the air, but all my really good stuff is still in Austin, Texas, at my mom's
You did.
house.
Did you go to the comic shop yesterday like I told you to?
It was closed.
Encouraged you to? Dang it, freaking comic shop. I get to close on Tony Lugo.
Hopefully your mom's not like my mom. This was like, here, you either come get this or I'm going to throw it out.
She's been very gracious with her space.
She supported you the whole time, remember? So, yeah.
This is my most prized possession here in LA.
Oh, snap.
This is the first print of The Killing Joke.
Oh, wow.
Get out of here.
Joe would love that one.
You can tell.
Are you serious?
It's green right here, and it's raised. The lettering is raised, and it's in a thicker
thicker plastic than yours.
So remind me, Killing Joke is the issue where Joker kills
he handicaps
Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Which is
in an effort to try to make Jim Gordon go crazy.
Yes. His whole idea was like it just takes one bad day.
Yeah.
Dang, man, I can't believe you got that. That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. I don't have anything like that. Now I'm looking at this. I'm
How
like,
embarrassing. Put that collection up. Let's just look at Tony's stuff.
How's he going to come out there? I only grabbed all my anything mutant related in here. He brought that out. Oh, he can't. Can you see it from back there? All right, give me your next one. I want to see a couple more. If you brought that out as your most prized, then I still feel like that's phenomenal.
It feels inadequate.
I do feel a little.
Way to go, Tony.
Thanks, Sandy. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
This is
nothing like having
of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Dude.
Oh, that's so a good one.
So George Perez, we just lost George Perez last week, man.
Yeah.
He's the one who did. Look at that cover one more time, Sandy. So this is the comic book that inspired all the Marvel movies. That's Thanos. That's the Infinity Gauntlet. So Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
This is where it's based off of.
Nice.
And that artist, he drew that.
CPJ wants to know who your favorite Joker is.
Who's my favorite Joker?
Mm-hmm.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix did great. Jack Nicholson did great.
Joaquin Phoenix was a Joker?
Yeah. He started in a film called Joker.
Oh, that's
Sandy doesn't watch a lot of movies, though, Tony.
Right. So don't laugh, Tony. Hey, we just watched him on... Oh, is it a spoiler alert if I say it?
No, I think it's a couple weeks, so it's fine.
Okay. Wasn't that the one that was just on Doctor Strange?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's Black Bolt.
And he died.
Oh, that was a spoiler.
That was a spoiler.
Oh, it
was? I haven't seen it yet, but
I'm the worst, Tony. I'm the worst. No one ever tell me anything. Oh my gosh.
Here's some New Mutants, vintage New Mutants.
Get out of here. That's issue 1. Man.
Tony just like flashes it real quick. Like, don't be trying to give it all.
I know. Get out of here. You got a Logan's Run?
Yeah, first issue. This was vintage Black Panther right here.
Oh, bro. I've got a vintage back there, and I've got one that has Killmonger on it from the movie because my daughter is a huge Black Panther fan. The night he passed away, we were on the show, and I remember looking at my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, guys. I was like, oh no, my daughter's going to flip when she finds out in the morning. And during the show, my sister-in-law messaged her, my daughter, and said, I'm sorry. And I was like, what? And then all of a sudden I could hear all the commotion upstairs. My daughter was like, Daddy, is it true? And I was like, oh my God.
It was not a good time.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry.
Is Mr. George the same guy you spoke of the other night that had his hand in all comics?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, no. That was Neil Adams.
Breathe, Jamie.
Inhumans with Black Widow.
Man, you got a nice vintage collection right there, Tony.
Look, CPJ got the huevo out for the ojo. Dad.
You are kidding me. Yeah, man. You need to get that first one slab, Tony. What are you doing?
This one?
Yes.
What does that mean? Slab.
It's Deadpool #1. Slab means you send it off to someone who grades it for collectors. And it increases the value depending on what book. But I know for a fact that Deadpool probably can go for around $250.
Can you just trust people out there to be giving you back your stuff?
So that's the danger when you use these places
Oh,
like the popular one right now.
I'll
It's
slap
taking
it
about a year.
myself.
Ugh, it's crazy.
I got these are I like these. I got the whole run of this Weapon X run here.
Holy crap! Is that the
Is
artist?
that Wolverine?
No, the artist.
It's is it Quesada? I think. Not Quesada, no.
Is it? No. That's not Casada. That's
No.
shoot. I can't remember his name, but I tried to win an auction on that actually 2 days ago. The whole run by the guy. Yes.
Yeah, I got the whole run here.
His name. Dude. So if the good stuff's in Austin.
Yeah, the good stuff in Austin, man.
So, like, what do you call this?
That's what I'm saying. What else has he got?
This
there?
is his all right collection.
Look, Tony. So I'm gonna show you one of mine real quick because I do like
Oh,
it.
how
So
embarrassing!
this one
Ooh, nice.
is Logan's Quest issue 4.
Nice.
So this Legion Quest. I said Logan's Quest. Legion's Quest. So this 4-part series is the one where Legion, Professor X's son, he wakes up and all his multiple personalities are coming together, and he's starting to line them up. But they go back and they think, in order to stop my dad from having all the problems that he's had, I need to kill Magneto. So one of his personalities gives him the ability to go back in time, and instead of killing Magneto, he ends up killing his father, which erases him.
Wow.
Which the next issue after this in the X-Men, because during this issue, all the X-Men titles ended, and after this came the Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, wow.
So this was the predecessor to the Age of Apocalypse, and this is the one, I don't know. So this one has the X-Men. You see how it's kind of shiny,
Yeah.
glossy. So there's one that doesn't have it glossy, and then there's this one, and there's a gold one too. I'm looking for the gold one, but I need to get all three, the other 3 of these. And there's an epilogue after this, too. So it's a cool one. It's a good read. It's a great
It's not
read.
as good as yours, Tony.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff here. Infinity Crusade,
Yes.
number 1.
I hope we get to see that.
Oh, and
soon.
that's a gold one. It has gold.
Yeah, it is.
This is Infinity War 1.
Oh,
Man, so do you have all the runs of both Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, and Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, if you ever, need to
if you ever want to trade these,
or just sell them off, you let me
So
know.
when I went back to a comic store, the guy told me try reading Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is a more modern one.
Dude, yes. So I just put a bid in auction for the first 3 issues of that one.
he looks
but
like he has Thor's hammer.
I don't know if you can see
I mean,
back
I
there.
have the first 5 issues. If I got
You see that comic right there? So it's pretty far away. I'll show you after the show.
Yeah,
But that's
it's
Ghost
far
Rider
away.
Trail of Tears over there. That one's or Crossroads. That one's a good one. Look at this one.
Nice, dude.
It's a Virgin cover. Helion's issue 9, variant cover C, and obviously you can tell it's Psylocke.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously, I'm really digging these Virgin covers, man. Without any of the, I can't remember what they call it, but basically, the issue number, the publisher, the artist signatures, even.
Yeah.
I really like these kind of covers.
How do you feel about the Virgin covers, Tony?
I like them too. They're great. I like
I
them
hate
a
that
lot.
they cost a little bit more, but I'm okay with that too.
Batman Dan stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Did you get any of the Batman Who
Why are
Laughs?
those not in covers? Your fingerprints are all over that, Tony.
Well, I know they don't look at the size of
It's big. They're
No.
huge.
Oh, I'll be
They
damned.
don't. So they have a special one you can get for magazines. That's what you would get for those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is you buy 50 or 100 a pack, but you only got 3 issues, 6 issues, and so
Got a whole run here of Last Night on Earth.
what?
You know.
I just got into White Knight. My local comic shop just grabbed me issue 1, which is a whole
nice.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
didn't know
CPJ
there
has
was
a
a prequel.
question. She says, serious question from a layperson. Are there comics for Family Circle, Calvin and Hobbes, Sunday morning kind of stuff, or are they all Batman, Superman, etc. kind of things?
Totally are.
Yeah.
There's like graphic novels you could totally.
Are those as valuable as these, or of any value?
I
some
don't
of
know.
them are.
Yeah,
Some of
I
them
know-
can be. It depends. Like the Calvin and Hobbes stuff, because no, not Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes and Peanuts, for example. I can't remember Calvin and Hobbes, but the Peanuts guy, like he passed away fairly recently. like in the last
Schultz.
3 years or so. Some of his stuff has gone up in value, but you can get like what Tony's talking about. So just imagine a thick comic book, and it's just the comic strips on all the pages, and so you're basically
I've seen
getting
those.
so you're getting your Sunday morning cartoons in just a big, thick thing. And so, but yeah, they're around. You can actually go to a comic shop, and they may have them in there. If not, you can go to a bookstore.
Oh, he's got the white. Boo.
Dude, that's a gorgeous
Tony,
cover
you
too.
just showing out, Tony.
He sure is. He sure is. Look, Tony.
So where do you get yours from, Tony? Are you on bids or do you go to the store?
The older ones I got on bids. That's a cool one.
So this is House of X Part 5, which has Apocalypse on the cover. If you don't know about House of X, I'm going to send you a video after the show. I took the whole 3 hours to listen to the entire storyline of House of X. Holy jeez. I'm going to break it down. Let me just tell you real quick. Professor X goes... He
was in the movie.
He was. Professor X ends up being like Magneto.
Yeah.
And fighting for mutant rights like crazy. And he's like, no more. I've done it the nice way, and I'm tired of it. Y'all don't ever do anything. He's like, he's talking to all the heroes. He's talking to the Fantastic Four and to the Avengers. He's like, all of y'all have stayed silent and complicit while mutant kind was getting trashed on, and when we were getting decimated and all this stuff. And he goes, no more. And Professor X he is like, Magneto and him are on the same side, and Apocalypse in that issue, Apocalypse ends up coming and joining them. And he says, I've been looking for a world where the strongest survive, and you've shown me that you are the strongest. I will not fight you. I will join you. And so, yeah, it's pretty insane. Anyway, look at this one. There's nothing really spectacular about the comic, but I love that cover.
Nice. That's a great cover.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I do.
Love it.
What else do you got? Anything other? Any big shot comic book there? Anything you want to leave out on?
You've seen a lot of it.
Do y'all read your comics or do you just leave them in the package?
I do. I read them.
So all the ones that all the ones I'm recollecting, I read a long time ago. I'm not looking to read them. All the new ones I get, I don't read. I just leave them in the package.
That may change later. Reed's helped create
Berserker, dude. I haven't been on that one, but those first issues at least, they're selling for like hundreds of dollars.
Really?
Yeah, like we're talking like $300, $500, $800.
I'm in the wrong game. I need to start selling my stuff, man.
I'm just saying, it's like Berserker and something's killing the children. Those are two comics that I don't even know what in the world happened there. Like somehow overnight they just came out, and all of a sudden it's like $1,000 to get the first issue, and you're like, what?
Really?
1,000 doll hairs?
1,000 doll hairs. Exactly.
Piece of Doomsday Clock.
Okay, I like the Superman one.
So I try to show Superman one for Sandy because she and I are big Superman fans.
Yeah.
That whole top shelf is dedicated to Superman. That's my comic box right there that has Superman by Mike Gazzello. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right.
Probably not.
I like that. Anyway, okay. Let me just dang it, we're already at the end. Tony, there's so much stuff that's easy to talk to you about. I'm glad I got my comic book fix in because that's what I wanted to make sure I caught. But what do you got, Sandy? You need to get out. You have a sharp ending.
I do.
You got to get the dogs so that they don't
destroy my stuff. They chewed up my prescription sunglasses.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
All right, so let's do two things then before we let you go, Tony.
Okay.
I want to ask you about what's coming up next. So tell us future-wise, what's in your, whether it's the next 3 weeks or 6 months, what's the next big project you have right now that you can share?
So I just did a short film that won a whole bunch of awards at the festival circuit during the pandemic.
Cool.
And then I did another short film that's releasing, that's doing its festival run right now. And what else am I doing? Editing editing a music video that I directed with an up and coming artist who hopefully hopefully
we'll hear from soon.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of writing. I'm going to start a crowdfunding campaign for a short film, and that's a new venture for me. I never did the crowdfunding route.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of those coming up lately in my radar. Stephen King does this thing. I don't know the frequency, but he sells his short stories to people for $1 to make movies and stuff.
Yeah,
and so there's one guy who's crowdsourcing something from one of his short stories from Everything's Eventual book. That's Stephen King's is a short story. I think there's only like 4 stories in there, but one of those stories is getting adapted into a movie, and the guy's crowdsourcing to get it made.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll tag you in it later so you can see. But I'm interested. Whatever you have going on, you let us know here.
So tell us, like, where can we find you? Do you have like a Facebook, or do you have a website?
Yeah, I mean, you could find me on Instagram. I'm at _Lugotron.
Okay, I'll put that in the comments.
Okay, thanks, Cindy. I was trying to do it too.
On Twitter, I'm just at Lugotron. And then on TikTok, I'm at Lugotron, but the O in Tron is a 0.
Okay. So Sandy will get those put up in the comments so that you guys can click on it.
I was only focused on one. I'm so sorry. What was the next one?
Twitter is at Lugotron. Instagram is at _Lugotron.
Okay.
And TikTok is at Lugotron, but the O in Tron is a 0.
Gotcha.
And then my website, you'll find a common theme here. My website's www.lugotron.com.
Where does Lugotron come from?
It was just a nickname that started happening. I don't remember why.
I like it. I'm just curious.
I dig it too.
Yeah,
so I love it. Yeah.
I think of what is it?
Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megatron.
Yes.
I'm going to give you the screen, Tony, because what we do with all of our guests, we like to have them take up the screen, and we're going to give you an opportunity here to kind of just share whatever it is you want to share with the audience. It can be, your favorite pancake recipe. It can be your favorite song, whatever you want, just anything you want. World peace. Take it away.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hear me chat with these fellow podcast hosts. I think I'm caught a little off guard because I'm not sure exactly what to share. I think the message for the day should be to be kind to others. What else? I love grilling salmon with lemon and olive oil. And I roast the Brussels sprouts that I'll have with it.
Oh, so good.
And then I'll saute some mushrooms and lay it on a bed of either lettuce or rice, depending on the mood I am for the day. There you go. And then ice cream is what I have for dessert.
So I'm gonna throw Jhmeid under the bus because he made fun of us basic people that like lemon pepper and olive oil on our salmon. He's like, I put saffron, some other bullshit on there that we were just like, okay.
What are you talking about, me?
You, Jhmeid, you made fun of me saying that I may put lemon pepper on my catfish. No, you put some other crap on yours. Someone gave you a recipe.
You know what?
Anyway,
you say that, but if I were to serve you the salmon that I make, you'd be saying what you're saying still, but you'd be like,
I'm not saying anything wrong. I was just telling Tony, be careful throwing out that recipe.
It's when he said grill, that's when he had me. I don't grill my salmon, but only because I have never tried to. So now I want to.
But I love Brussels sprouts. So good.
Brussels sprouts are delicious. A well grilled salmon is to die for.
What do you grill on? Do you have a Blackstone? Tony, you need a Blackstone.
Yes. Sure, I have a Blackstone.
Yes.
No, he doesn't. You're not from Texas, Tony. Oh my gosh,
He's out in LA though. Can you even?
Do you have
a
space?
Blackstone? Yeah,
I have a little bit of a backyard. I might get something, but.
Look at a Blackstone.
I have a very basic grill.
There's nothing wrong with the basic grill.
No, nothing.
A Blackstone doesn't replace the grill.
No.
A Blackstone is
It's
an
just
addition.
a flat.
Man, you throw a burger, you can throw a steak on there.
Hibachi on that sucker.
Hibachi. Oh,
I'm making myself hungry and I already had dinner.
yeah.
Did you make those chicken wings you were eating earlier?
No. Oh my gosh, guys. No, I did not.
Here's an idea. Tony, sell a book and get a Blackstone. Better yet, be their model. You can be Blackstone's model. Yes.
I'll pose like this.
Yes, next to your, because everybody poses like that next to their Blackstone.
I'll get a
Hold
black.
on, guys. Hold on, please. Sandy, I know if you
You're
got to go,
killing
Sandy,
me,
I get it.
Smalls.
I just want to
You're
show this
killing
off
me.
real quick because it's so, oh my gosh. I did this tonight, guys, and I told myself, I'm like, what in the living daylights? How in the living daylights did this just happen? And I kid you not, I was like, did I just do this?
You were bragging to Tony
you?
about your wings. Oh, you baked a cake.
And decorated that sucker. Look at that.
You
looks
did.
like
Is
a
this from your
unicorn cake.
class?
Tonight.
I am
Nice.
so proud of you.
Freaking, I can't believe I made that thing, guys.
All right, Tony, what you got? One up him. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Jhmeid, that is beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I couldn't
looks
believe I made
really
that,
good,
guys.
What
I
kind of
was
cake is it?
this. It's a confetti cake. So I'm gonna show you what everyone else did real quick because
Sean said, no, thank you. Look, CPJ says, Tony, show a tattoo.
all right. So everyone was doing cakes that looked. Wait, do you have one on your head? Oh, I thought he took his cap off. I was like, he does. See,
Let me see the
You want to see what other
the
people's
nailed
look
it.
like?
CPJ says, Jhmeid, congrats, Jhmeid, so pretty.
Aw, thanks, CPJ. So everyone else's was white with confetti in it, which is fine. Mine was the only one in the class who was blue marble.
That was like yours looked like reminded me of a unicorn, dude.
That's what I thought of too. So at
That
one
was his
point, I'm
inspiration,
looking
Tony.
at someone and I'm like, "What is that? How did you make your frosting look so like shiny? You know, like
I thought you were gonna
wet
say
almost."
blah.
No, and she was like, "Oh, it's this," and she called this special glitter, and I was like, "What?" So I went to mine and I started pouring it on. As soon as I started pouring, I was like, "This looks like a freaking unicorn! Oh my god, what is this stuff?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the cake looked totally different after I poured that stupid glitter on there. I'm not even lying. And so, but yeah,
Make sure Dr. Pineapples knows where that glitter came from. She gonna be worried. Oh, did he freeze? He froze on us in all of his
Oh, no.
excitement.
His excitement just sent out this energy burst.
Yeah, it sure did.
Shut down half the power in Illinois.
Yeah, you're so right. It sure did. He does this every now and then. So CPJ says the Johnny Depp cake, it's a unicorn. So are you watching
Sorry,
any of the Depp and Heard case?
I mean, I see clips here and there. Yeah.
all right.
So we're
I'm
currently
sorry about
obsessed
that.
with it. Oh, you're good. Your cake was awesome.
Thank you, guys. Sorry, I had to show that off because I wanted y'all to see what I was doing tonight earlier. That's Tony why I couldn't meet, to do
I
our
got
pre
you.
thing during that time was because I was out there making that. So,
I got you.
all right, everyone. Well, Tony, want to be respectful of your time. I know that we are going to put you in the green room. We're going to end the show real quick, and then we'll bring you on. Sandy may not be on; she may be on. Who knows? But I know she's got to go take care of her pups. And
Tony. Thank you so much for blowing our minds. I'm so sorry. I really thought you were just a basic comic guy. Turns out you're not. I apologize.
I knew you weren't just a basic comic.
I
knew you were an awesome
apologize
comic
for
guy.
our very laxed attitudes.
I don't apologize
What's
for anything.
basic
I don't-
about me? Come on.
Yeah, there's nothing basic. Look, this is an Arnold Vosloo. Arnold Vosloo looks at him and thinks, "I want to be just like Tony when I grow up."
Yeah, that's what happens.
So
I heard that.
it's weird that you talk like him too, though, man.
Oh,
I'm just saying, Tony. It's not weird bad. It's just weird.
I'm
like,
just saying, Mr. Vosloo. And he froze again.
Oh,
He's just so excited. CPJ says, Tony, I'm a basic blonde girl. Sorry.
I'm sure you're not a basic blonde girl.
She is not. CPJ is a creative. She's a creative person.
I'm sure
My
she's
gosh.
an onion. You know?
She's a what?
An onion, many layers.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, I'm not sure. Okay, there he is.
All right, now we'll just end it from right here. Okay, everyone. We love you. Come back. Sandy, you're going to be...
Oh my gosh. Tomorrow night, I'll be talking sheet. I have 2 attorneys that are going to be on talking about... They're going to draw around the Depp and Amber stuff. It's going to be domestic abuse, just all the light that's going to be on. Sandy Talk Sheet, 9 p.m. Central. You guys be here. Bring your questions because they are ready to answer all your questions. Tony, thanks again. Maybe you can hop on over to my little show and be an audience member. Anyway, Sandy Talk Sheet, tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central. Everybody, have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.